Fang was brought to the hospital. His condition was critical. Frank would have hit him again and everything ended very badly. And now it remains to wait for Fang to come out of the coma. 7 days and 7 nights have passed. Frank still don't understand how big a mistake he made. It was normal for him what happened. They already wanted to exclude him from the ring altogether. But fortunately, a week later, Fang opened his eyes and remembered absolutely everything. He was ready to cry because he was disgraced in front of the whole ring. Edgar now definitely doesn't see him as a rival. Fang felt uncomfortable with the situation in the hospital. He wanted to leave, but so far he couldn't really move. During the time Fang was in the hospital, a Colt and Leon fight took place at the tournament in which, fortunately for someone and unfortunately for anyone, the Colt won. Leon was not angry in any way because he didn't have a goal to win. He realized long ago that to become great, you need to be able to lose, and he learned it. Leon visited Fang and he learned from him about his loss. Fang was eager to return to the tournament. Leon told him that they wanted to disqualify Frank. That is, the fight would be won by Fang, but the guy didn't want to. It's a shame for him because he lost this fight. He wanted a rematch and he didn't want to be disqualified for anything. A couple more days passed and Fang could already move normally. He didn't want to lie in this hospital anymore, so he got up and decided to go to Byron. He is one of the best healers in the ring, if not the best one. He will be able to help him fully recover. When he came to the old man, he asked him for help. In this state, he would not be able to fight in the tournament. Byron said that he had one very powerful potion, but it might have side effects. Fang said that he didn't care and took this potion in a few seconds, drank everything. After which he felt his strength returning. He was delighted, but along with the forces, the color of his hair became different. They became lighter. Why did this happen? Byron said that these are the side effects he was talking about. The old man said that they even suit him, and he can leave them. Fang decided not to bother. The main thing for him is to win Frank, and everyone who gets him at the tournament. Byron laughed. Now he is not able to win even Frank. How is he going to beat Edgar himself? But after all, Fang thought that now he has become stronger. But no! In fact, he is at the same level as before. The fighter didn't know what to do. He asked Byron for help and the old man told him only one phrase. Go to the waters. They will tell you everything. Fang didn't understand anything, but still decided to go according to Byron and came to Baz, where there were a lot of waters. He didn't know what to do here, but at the moment he heard the waters calling him. The guy jumped there without hesitation, and he found himself in the familiar depths of the sea. He was here for the first time. The fighter heard that there would be fights here, but he was not here personally. He was very inspired by the atmosphere. Fang sat down in front of the octopus, closed his eyes and began to meditate. He was in search of new strength. So Fang started training in the depths of the sea. He spent 24 hours training and the rest lasted no more than 10 minutes. During the time spent in these places, Fang had new plans to heal his appearance. But for now he continued to train, because in 2 days the tournament will begin. He should be fully ready. Byron was sitting at home and thinking about Fang. He didn't just tell him about the waters. The old man was sure that Fang was training there now, because this guy never liked to lose. Byron had a gift for him. He prepared the box. It contained something that will greatly help Fang in battles. You are probably all wondering what's inside? There are sneakers there. But very unusual, Byron came to the water park. Buzz was sitting in his seat and didn't pay attention to him. The old man threw this box into the water. If Fang is there, then he will see the gift and understand everything. Another 24 hours have passed from the life of each brawler. Finally, the day of the tournament has come and exciting battles are waiting for us today. Edgar, El Primo, Colt, Frank and Carl. By the way, Frank was not disqualified at Fang's request, which gave Leon, especially since the fighter is alive and well. This time, much less people came to watch the fights than before, because many were shocked by the previous outcome and most of the players watched TV at home as well as arena fans. Fang was not in the ranks. "Where is he?" asked Crow fighters, but no one knew anything. After leaving the hospital, he was not seen. Frank was ready to fight him again and prove that he won the first fight fairly. Crow called Frank to the middle of the field. If Fang does not show up within 5 minutes, Frank will automatically become the winner of the fight. 4 minutes passed, and Fang was still not there. Crow and others were tired of waiting. The fighter prepared and said that Frank would win. What's going on? Fang? My God, I don't recognize him. Everyone was shocked to say the least. There was nothing left of the beaten Fang. His completely new look is something marvelous. Frank is no longer very confident in his victory, and in Fang's eyes there was nothing but confidence. Edgar was taken aback. Is it Fang? He has changed a lot in a short time. Well, finally Crow said, "It's time to find out which of these two is stronger." Frank didn't know what to expect from Fang, and then the fight started. Frank made a dash. Frank knocked him against the wall with his hammer. After that, Frank gained confidence. It's the same Fang. He jumped to him to finish the fight. And then Fang jumped on the wall and started running along the wall. What? All the fighters were surprised. All thanks to Byron's gift. Frank wanted to win in faster. The guy stopped. He was literally standing on the wall. Byron looked proudly at Fang from above. The guy looked at him with a smile. Frank was not nervous. He wanted to catch the fighter by surprise. Fang expected that he would jump on him again, because otherwise he would not be able to inflict damage. As soon as Frank threw his hammer straight at the guy, he didn't expect it. But this time it's impossible. You can't lose. Come on, Fang! The fighter broke the hammer to hell with one foot. What kind of strength does he have? Who is he? Edgar didn't show it, but he was pleasantly surprised. And Frank was left without a weapon. Fang offered him to surrender, but he was not going to do it. And here... Fang just destroyed Frank. Absolutely everyone except Edgar began to be afraid of Fang. He's insanely strong. Crow said without hesitation that Fang had won. Everyone who came to watch the fights was surprised. The fighter looked at Byron and let him know that he was thanking him. The next fight was Carl against Edgar. Really, Edgar will finally show what he's capable of. They stood in the middle to start the fight. This time Carl will have nowhere to hide. Edgar stood pathetically and waited for action from Carl. He threw a pickaxe.
Get away from me!
What is Edgar doing? Carl immediately gave up. He was cornered. It was the fastest victory in the tournament. Edgar looked at Fang and made it clear that the same thing would happen to him. Colette was standing at the top and was proud of her boyfriend. There are 4 fighters and 2 fights left. Crow already knew who and with whom he would be in the next fight. He already wanted to say how Max stopped the tournament from above, saying that it was enough for today. Everyone needed to rest. Fang was disappointed. He thought that he would end everything today. But Meg ruined everything. He was not going to wait. The fighter had other plans.